BackCreekDaddy presents interviews, and today's special guest is Rick Santmier. Some of you who've seen our last film, The Pawn, may have recognized him. We're going to ask him a few questions and take a look at a couple clips. So Rick, how was your experience acting in our last film, The Pawn?
Oh, it was great. I've never done anything like that. I haven't been on stage since I was in grade school. So it was a case of where, it was all new experience.
So you did something in grade school?
Yeah, just the normal things, you get put on a class play, a Christmas play or something like that. That's probably 4th or 5th grade last time I did anything.
So that's been a while.
Yeah, quite a while.
And that pretty much answers, had you ever done anything like that before, which was grade school.
Yeah.
You never did anything in high school?
No, nothing. Never really had an interest in acting per se.
So you never had an interest. Did you secretly have a wanting to do anything like that?
Well, yeah, I guess. It's one of those things when I heard you were going to do the next film. That's why I asked you, hey, what the heck? I think it's because I've seen so many films through the years. I know there's a lot of work. I mean, I can't imagine being on location for months at a time, working sun up to sundown. But when you see the outtakes, there's got to be a certain amount of fun and camaraderie there. And that just got me to thinking, and after watching your first 3 films, I just thought, well, what the heck? Why not? If you can squeeze me in even with a cameo, that would be, I'm sure it would be fun, and it was.
Well, we got you more than a cameo.
Yeah, that's, yeah, a little more than I thought. So,
what did you do anything to prepare yourself for this character, Dr. Gideon?
Mostly running through the scenarios of what kind of a character. Because if you remember when we were shooting, I was saying medical doctors particularly can be all over the place with respect to personalities. You can have the extremely cocky, arrogant ones. You can have the ones that are just quiet and reserved about, quietly intellectual, I guess you could say. And I didn't know how you wanted this particular character to be presented. So, but you guided me all the way through with basically this caring but kind of timid individual that had a conscience as such. So,
And you pulled it off quite well.
Well, thank you.
Everybody thought it was great.
I just, what can I say? Just tried to imagine what it's like to, well, anyway, it's another story.
Okay. Let's take a look at one of your clips here from the Pawn.
Doctor! Why are you helping me? Gotta stop. Gotta stop.
Because I've been ordered to cut you up in little pieces and send you back. I won't be a part of that.
You know what they'll do to you if they catch you?
It won't be pleasant, I guarantee you, if they catch either one of us.
Where are you going with our prisoner, Doctor?
I won't be a part of this anymore. I'm done.
So Rick, that was awesome. So can you tell us what was going on there in that scene? In your head, what was going on in your head there?
Well,
because here's where you're starting to see the other side of you.
Well, it was a case of where I was, again, I just try to imagine myself. I guess I've seen too many action films. It's kind of like you're being pursued. If you get caught, you're done. And I was simply trying to convey that feeling in the scene of, we've got to keep moving regardless, because if we get caught, we're done. They're just going to, in this case, the way you had it structured, we're basically going to get butchered if nothing else. So. Anyway, it was going to be very unpleasant, so.
So going into this film, The Pawn, you knew a lot of the cast and you knew a lot of the crew. But what did it feel like acting with them?
It was fun. It's like I've said to you a number of times. It was very lighthearted, but everyone was trying to do their best, and it was just. I would recommend it for anyone. I mean, if you have any interest at all in acting, this sort of thing, even on an amateur level, is a lot of fun.
And that's the key word, fun. That's why we do it. Fun. So you had a small scene with your daughter Megan in the pond. How was that for you, acting out with her?
Maybe a little awkward at times, but she's pretty mature for her age, and it was, you know, she was a little, I guess, a little nervous being with me like that, but of course, the age difference is really funny because, I mean, she's supposed to be portraying someone a lot older. In that scene, she was only like 15, I think, in that scene.
And her character is like 21. But she did a good job.
I thought so.
So in our upcoming film, Retribution, which we'll start filming here soon, there's a scene where your character, in this movie, your character is evil. There's nothing he won't do. But he's working for the character that your daughter's playing. Now there's a scene that's going to be in this where you kind of get out of hand and she puts you in your place. How do you think that'll go down?
I'll be fine with it. I think she'll actually love it because it'll be a little reversal of the power roles in the household for the first time, and I'm sure she'll enjoy that quite a bit. And I'll probably be razzed about that for weeks afterwards, or even months, knowing her.
That could probably be a good teaser clip.
Yeah, true. Very true.
So, well, you know, everyone had seen the pond. They think you did an awesome job.
Thank you.
And the cast for Retribution, they're all looking forward to working with you again, especially with this character being pretty much the opposite of what you played in the pond. And it seems like you had a lot of fun, and everybody's had a lot of fun doing these. But here's the question. Since you did have a lot of fun, and these are for fun and they're for family and friends, scenario of what would happen if you had the opportunity to act outside of BackCreekDaddy Productions if an offer was ever available? Would you accept and attempt it?
I don't realistically ever see anything like that happening, but of course, I mean, I'd give anything a try at this point. I mean,
On stage at the Apollo Theater?
Well, in front of an audience, I'm sure that would be a bit intimidating, because I found it a little intimidating at times just with the cast, because they were such veterans, and I remember, like, the very first scene we shot, how many times did I blow my lines? Like 5 times in a row?
Well, you know.
But, I mean, what the heck, yeah. I mean, I'd be willing to give anything a try along those lines.
And a lot of times we typically will do at least 3 scenes to pick from, you know. And, of course, my daughter, when she's there, likes to get the behind-the-scenes stuff. So, you know,
Yeah,
if people have a problem or mess up, she loves to get that.
Yeah, I remember her following us around with the cameras.
So we're going to take another look at another scene here. This is one where Dr. Gideon's being questioned by Nicholas Hyde, who is a ruthless gangster, and it appears that Nicholas Hyde doesn't like your answers.
Yes, I remember that scene.
So you did a good job there. I mean, you came off answering the questions, and, well, let's take a look at it. Let's watch this scene.
So, Doctor, tell me how our USATO agent's doing.
Well, basically, he's lost a lot of blood and going to need a lot of rest to recover.
Rest. Doctor, I need you to sharpen your scalpels. You're going to need them.
Sharpen scalpels? What do you mean? Why? What?
Well, we're going to send this agent back to his organization, but we're going to do it one piece at a time.
You can't be serious. This is
I'm
just
deadly
wrong.
serious.
This is wrong. I won't be a part of this.
Oh, but you will, Doctor. Today you're going to take his left hand, and then you're going to take another piece and another piece until there's nothing left.
No, I won't do it. I won't do it.
You will do it, Doctor, or it'll be your pieces we remove. Now get out of here!
Okay, now we're back from that scene. How'd that feel when Nicholas Hyde was portrayed by Wes? How'd that feel when he got down there in your face and screaming and yelling at you like it?
Well, what I did, you were telling me how you wanted me to behave in that scene. And actually what I simply imagined was I've gotten my rear end shootout from bosses in the past. And I actually just recreated that in my head. It's like, okay, this is my boss and I'm on the verge of losing my job, right? So how would I be feeling? Be like basically head down, butt up kind of attitude. I don't, I'm not going to crush you, etc. Plus trying to throw in a little bit of fear, it's like if you've ever felt that fear when there's someone bigger than you or something's kind of menacing, another person's kind of menacing to you. I don't know about yourself, because, but I know for myself, and so that was kind of a combination. I used the boss reaming attitude from him, and then of course you had the faceless one stand there, and I was trying to throw that all together to say, okay, I don't want to cause any problems with this guy. So I tried. I don't know how well it really.
It was awesome. It worked out great. I mean, here you are trying to give the man straight answers, and he's got something totally else in mind, which is interesting because this is the type of character you will be portraying in the new movie.
On the back, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's really going to be interesting. We're going to kind of like reverse roles.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, polar opposites, yeah. The doppelganger.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to say to the audience, Rick, or?
Other than just, I thank everyone who's made positive comments about what I did. I thought I did okay, but, that's just the way I do things. And looking forward to the next film.
And Retribution, you'll see a lot more of Rick on screen, and you will see a very dark side. So we're looking forward to getting that kicked off very shortly. This month, next month, start rolling the cameras. And that's going to wrap up April's segment of interviews. Thanks, Rick. And like I said, we're all looking forward to the next movie and seeing you in it. Remember, we're on Facebook. BackCreekDaddy Productions is on Facebook, and you can see our other interviews on YouTube. And that's a wrap, and thanks again, Rick.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.